Morning, it's John and Jake at High Country Physical Therapy. We're going to talk to you real quick about a good plank setup and how that plank helps strengthen your upright posturing when you're under load or otherwise just keeping your good upright posture. So what Jake's going to do is he's going to start into his plank position, his forearms onto the ground. We're going to kind of try to create a small base of support, so my hands are going to look fairly like this. So he's going to start on his knees, and he's going to get his midline engaged here. As he tucks his toes underneath and straightens his knees, he's going to squeeze his glutes at the same time. He's going to kind of crunch those shorts there. Now what Jake's looking for is I come by and give him some tough love. He's going to get some tension into his glutes here, and he's going to have some tension into his torso here. You see Jake's kind of got his head down a little bit, so I cue him to try to bring his head up. There we go. Be strong into his back and pinching nice and tight toward these two areas here. We're going to get that up a little bit. I want that his hips are in line with the shoulders, and then he's super tight. Oh, he lost his plank again, so we're going to give some more tough love. Squeeze those glutes, and if I come around and push him, he should be super solid. So Jake could work on his plank just a little bit better here. So nice setup into that position. That's a simple plank, okay? So if Jake comes out of that position, he's working on trying to be as strong as possible, as solid as possible, and working on breathing behind the shield. So he's keeping tension through this abdominal area. Now, if we have Jake standing, now if he's practicing that plank in that position, he's really strong and tall. And if he's under load, say he's holding onto a barbell or some kettlebells, or he's about to do a pull-up, he's trying to create that same tension load to where he's tight through his hips, and he's also tight through his abdominal area, so that we give him that tough love test that he's already set up into that position. Okay. Now there's lots of variances with planking, and we want to be able to take that position into all those postures. So we'll continue with some different planks. So another basic beginner plank that I like to go through to help stabilize the hips and the abdominal areas together is just a side plank. So if Jake comes onto a side plank, and he's going to work into that same cueing of getting those glutes in contraction as hard as possible. And I really focus on getting 100% contraction out of these hips. Should be shaking, and you should be working as hard as you can. And that's the point of these planks. Don't just kind of be lazy through that. So as we kind of lift this area up, we want a curvature into this region so that he's creating a hollow body into the side. His shoulders packed down as far away from his ear as possible. And if I come over here, there should be a dimple. So Jake could probably pull that down just a little bit more. There we go. Now as he holds that position, he's going to have an excellent packed position in his shoulder. He's breathing well up into his chest. His hips are fully contracted. Give him, I guess, tough love position here. To advance that a little bit further, let's bring that leg up off the ground. Hold that. Again, I can cue him back here into this position, challenge some rotation, which is an excellent challenge for him. He can put that leg down in the front, the top leg down in front, and he can bring that bottom leg upward. Okay? Or he could bring that bottom leg behind him and come upward there. All of it's going to impart an excellent challenge into his hips and into his midline. So if Jake rests there a second, I'm going to have him spin, and I'll show you the alignment that we're working towards. Let's turn and face the head towards the camera. So he planks back up again. You see how he's kind of off center here a little bit. As soon as he engages his glutes all the way, he's going to get that position into his hips and his shoulders, and he's again into that straight torso. We could get his head to come back a little bit as well into that position. Okay. Planking. So let's go into an advanced plank. I'll demonstrate helicopter plank. Now I've come across this one recently, and that's really helps me find control through the inner part of my shoulder, the anterior part of my shoulder, which then helps stimulate single arm activities like a swing and again rotational stability. So if I come again into a plank, and we'll have my hands stacked under my shoulders, again my glutes in full contraction. I take one hand behind my neck. I'm going to rotate up towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring my elbow to my opposite elbow, and then I'm going to repeat through that position. Those are a few different planks that you guys can work through. Always paying attention to keeping those glutes in full contraction. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed it.